couldn't explain it. I had no idea what God meant when He said, you're going to need your whole heart for what's coming. I spent the whole year wondering what that might mean. I had not even believed that God could even speak today, but He did. So October 16th, 2010, my wife and I took our two oldest boys on their very first camping trip, and we had a blast. We woke up that morning, had breakfast, played baseball with the kids, and then we headed down to Fall Creek Falls. And we just took our time coming down the trail. We really enjoyed ourselves. Everyone was happy. The kids were having a blast, and Caleb could not wait to get to the bottom. And finally, when we reached the bottom, that's when it happened.
A toddler is recovering at T.C. Thompson Children's Hospital after an accident at an area state park. The 2-year-old's family was visiting Fall Creek Falls this weekend. Tim Brown tells us that he, his wife, and 2 sons were standing near the bottom of the falls when a large boulder hit his 2-year-old son, Caleb, right in the head.
So everything happened in an instant. When I turned around and saw my wife, it looked as though the rock had just pried Caleb right out of her arms, and he was immediately blue and bleeding, and I grabbed him and just started running as fast as I could back up the trail. And God had placed a firefighter right there, right behind me, and as soon as my legs gave out, this young man took my son and ran with him the rest of the way back to the top. And finally, when I got there, it was a blessing because there were many doctors and nurses and people that had happened to be hiking the trail that day, and they were doing everything they could to keep our son alive. So in the moments immediately after the accident, I remembered the words when God said, you're going to need your whole heart for what's coming. And I realized what God meant when He said that. He meant this. And I began journaling on this blog because Caleb's story was still in the news. It spread like wildfire. And at one point I had over 30,000 people following my blog every day. And so I used that blog as an outlet of mine to just tell Caleb's story, to reminisce on everything that had happened back at the falls, to talk about all the things that God was showing us about our marriage, about Caleb, about having 2 other children back at home that were missing their mommy and daddy. I began writing that stuff down, and when we got home, I began to write the book. In a world that struggles with belief in God and whether or not God is real, I promise you that if you read this book, you will come away knowing that not only is God real, but that He speaks today and that He loves you. So this is where you come in. The book is already written. It's already edited, it's polished, it's ready to go. The only thing that we have left is to publish the book, and that's where you come in. We want your help. If you could, all we need to do is raise $4,000 to get this message out there. It has already been a blessing to so many people, and we believe it's time to get this message and this story out to the world. Thank you for everything that you've done for our family, for the prayers, for walking us with this journey, and we just want to say that we love you and God bless you.